video is sponsored by Surfshark. More about them later. Yeah, this is the video! Oh yes, now, my name is colinfurze. Over the past 3 years, I've been digging a tunnel from here at my workshop, along and up through to my house, and this is the video where we finally break through. Now, if this is the first video you have seen, as you can see from the intro, it's been a hell of a project. Go onto my channel, there are 6 other videos, some of the most well-liked videos I've ever made. Drop a subscribe and a like because this is an awesome project. But of course, it's been a lot of work to finally come up to this point where we break through to the house. Let me show you where we're at. Okay, here we are. This is the plan. I'm currently stood here in the shed, and we basically want to tunnel along down here under the garage and across and up into the house, and then eventually up here to the underground bunker, which is at the bottom of the garden. Now, for the last 6 videos, we've essentially gone from the edge of the shed here right to this corner just underneath the garage, but this is the video where we need to turn left, come under the house and come up into the cupboard. And this is the most exciting part. There's also a lot more to consider. We've got the house foundations, we've got the sewer pipe, we've got the cold water main, all of that sort of thing to try and negotiate. Before we did that, we just wanted a little bit of extra ventilation, so we've pushed a pipe up at the edge of this tunnel and now underneath the lawn. Always looks really weird when you see a pipe come out the ground. So to get started on this, we need to now put another one here, because these pipes not only act for ventilation, we also pour the concrete down them to then surround the inner tunnel with concrete and make it all secure. Now, before we go drilling holes around here, I have a sewer pipe running down the passage, so we need to locate that first. Yes, we do. It goes off at the angle. Okay, not quite what we wanted to see. I was hoping to see a nice elbow and a straight line going up the passage, but it goes off at a 45 degrees. But of course, how far does it go before it then kicks under? So, GoPro on a stick with a torch. I reckon there's a 45 straight after, which is probably in line with the edge of this, I think, isn't it? We'll give it a wide berth. So, add a measure up. In between these 2 bits of tape, we think is the sewer pipe. So I think if we drill a hole just here, all the way down, it should come out in the little corner in between a little bit of mesh, which I should be pointing at now on the video. So if we get the long drill bit, drill a pilot hole down, see if we're anywhere near, and then we'll push the tube up and put a vent up. Oh yeah! Spot on, boy! Spot on! Right, let's get the old, you know, the big stainless tube, push it up, drill it out. Ventilation!
Nobody can be trusted, and when your life's blessed, I understand, I feel the drive. The way she tells winding, cause time is always flying, gotta make the most of being alive. Oh, paladin, predictable, I'm a move. You gotta keep momentum moving, even when it's a pity, saying, I say the yes, and they say, get serious, and I won't stop running around. Life is like a girl I know, cause she's a bit.
The old swing o simpo. Get ready for the drop, Rick. Oh! We were totally ready, weren't we? Oh, you see a black pipe? Yeah. Oh, bloody hell. This is the plan. We're just going to change the angle of our tube and go past it. It's all good, we're sorted. We've just put it on the wonk. We're going to get straight past it. And the plumber's key. Ow! Oh. It's our first day back today after Christmas. Missed it. There's the pipe. New hole. Yes! There we are. Hole done. Well, that was eventful. Right, this way. Now this video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN, not this shark. Now a lot of us, when we think about protecting our devices, we think about protecting them in the physical form, protecting them from accidental damage and whatnot. Ugh. But with Surfshark VPN, you end up protecting it in the virtual world as well.
But what's a VPN?
A VPN is a virtual private network. Think of it as like an invisible force field around your computer, around your device. Because if you're out in public using public Wi-Fi, anyone else on that network could kind of use that to gain access to your device and look at all your information. It's as if they're tunneling up into your computer and stealing all your data. Now, Surfshark is really easy to install. You just download it, create an account, sign in, and then switch it on when you want, just like you would any other normal app. It's not just protecting your data, which it's good for. You can also tell your computer you're in a different place to what you actually are. And this comes in handy if you want to watch stuff. I like my Formula One. My Formula One subscription is UK based, so if I go on holiday and I'm sat on the beach and I want to watch the race, my Formula One provider says, no, Colin, you are not in the UK. Turn on Surfshark, tell it I'm in the UK, boom, we've got racing. Oh yes. So to get Surfshark yourself, use my link, as you can see on the screen. Of course, it's clickable in the description, and you will get 83% off and 3 months free. Woo! Also, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk in trying it. Now then, of course, support them. They are supporting this project. They are supporting the channel. So then, tunnel in. Where we at? Okay, minecarts ready. Buckets are ready. We're all ready. To the house. 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 Okay, exciting bit. Roof supported, so we can start moving forwards again. Now this is the dig where we probably end up getting level with the house. So, are we going to see the house foundations, or are we going to end up going straight underneath them? All will be revealed very soon. So, do I want to see my house foundations when we're digging? Because there's a few things to consider and a few different ways we can look at this. Now, if we look at a cross-section of the tunnel, we've got this clay at the top here. That, of course, is not very hard. Then we've got this soft, looser stone, not too bad. And then we've got the rock-hard stone at the bottom. Very good. Now, if we dig down and we see our house foundation either on the soft, loose stone or the rock-hard stone, then we know the house is on completely solid footings. It's not going anywhere. We can dig under it to our heart's content. Nothing's moving. That's all good. But of course, the downside, we'll have to chop a big arch out of the house foundations. That could potentially disturb, vibrate things, might cause, a bit of cracks and stuff inside. That's not so good. Now, of course, if it's up here somewhere, right up here, we've got less to chop out. That's good. If it's completely not here, we don't have to chop anything else. That's really good. But, of course, that means that the house is sat on something which is slightly softer, and therefore us digging under it is more likely to disturb it. But there is another thing to consider. In the winter, like it is now, there is more moisture in the ground, and that can cause the ground to swell up slightly, and the house can very slightly lift up, as you can see with my wonderful Lego and sponge demonstration. Now, of course, in the summer, when the water content goes down, the house can sink slightly. We're only talking, fractions of an amount here, but if Colin goes and builds a tunnel off this hard stuff right up to his house foundations, I'm effectively putting something that's not moving on something that is moving, and then I could end up actually cracking the house over the tunnel. It's not so straightforward, is it, this tunneling malarkey? Right, back to me with a silly face, laughing because I'm digging under my house, not worrying about any of this. Right, despite a lot of digging, there is no foundations to be found. So we've got the steel up, we've got it all supported properly. What we're going to do, we're going to drill a hole down the edge, right down as close to the house as we can, see where it comes out here, just to double check that we should be seeing the foundations by now. And then, of course, if the drill comes out somewhere here or whatnot, then we know that basically we're never going to see them. We'll just keep going straight underneath them. That's the plan now. We're just reacting to what we find. Where's it gonna come out? Where's it gonna come out? Oh, look at that. Well, it just goes to show our measurements are very good. Right. No, I mean no foundations. I can see the drill. It's literally 4 inches the other side of our frame thing. Right. So yeah, you'd think we would see them by then, wouldn't you? Nope, definitely not there. Right, I've got a plan. Now, this is where I'm going to be coming up inside the house, but there's an order I want to do this in. If we dig underneath and then chop this floor up, all the vibrations of doing that will kind of vibrate that top layer of soil, and then we'll end up with bits coming down and we risk disturbing it, because we want that to stay as tightly and as compact as possible, so our concrete basically just goes back up to it, pushes up against it, and it was like we were never even there. So I think now, chop this floor up, get this down to dirt. Once we've done that, then dig under the house and then push our hydraulic pipe up into the centre of this cupboard. And then when we've got a hole, we can kind of like push it all in and then sort of take it from there. It will reveal where the foundations are, this supporting walls, whether they're just sat on the screen, you name it, all sorts of things to do. That is a plan. Went down quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not much of a make that.
Somebody's already tried to dig a tunnel already. Right, that's got the pantry floor dug out. Basically swapped it for a small allotment. So next up, I'm just going to dig down here a little bit and see if I can see where the bottom of the foundations are, just because it'd be nice to know. Okay, right, got a plan. So we dug down, found the concrete foundations under here, so we've got a measurement now as to how deep the whole thing is. We've actually drilled a hole through the concrete foundations. We know that they're about 8 inches, 200mm thick, which is not particularly thick. So we know that in our tunnel, we're actually very close to them. There's not much dirt above us underneath them. We're going to try and keep that there if we can. So what we're going to do, we're going to dig a bit more out, and then we'll drill that hole again, see where the edge basically of this wall is in terms of a thing in, and make sure we don't put any framing on the ceiling too far forward, support that, and then of course is the lovely moment when we can dig under a little bit more and then we can break through and I can finally get into my house via the tunnel. To the house! Right, Rick's going to drill a hole through that bit of foundation, flush with that wall, we can see where it comes out and then we'll know exactly where the inside wall is in line with this. So we don't put any ceiling stuff in the way. I mean, it might not come out here, it might be over here somewhere, I presume it's about here. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at it, boy! Look at it! Spot on! I see you! Well, that's our line now. We've got a line now of where our inside wall is. So my head is now definitely under my house. Oh! Oh, it's exciting. You'll never believe it. We drilled another hole again. We drilled another hole at the back of the cupboard, like dead in line with the wall, and it's literally come out there. This face is completely in line with the house up top. And that's not a fluke. We have planned this meticulously. I'm very pleased with my tunnelling abilities, you know. Okay, here we go. Last bit of roof is supported. All we got to do now is do a little bit of digging in this direction, and then fuzz is coming up in the pantry. This is the bit we've been waiting for. Right, bit more digging. Yes! There we are. House foundations. That's weird. You never thought you'd see the underside of your house foundations. We've dug a hole up and we've now exposed the house foundations. This is the bottom of my house foundation. We've dug a little bit more of a hole. We think we're about 2 or 3 inches away from the hole in the bottom of the pantry. Right, let's get in the house. Pushing my hand up. Oh, this is as cool as I imagined it to be. I'm in the house! Right, it's all dug out, ready for a nice steel inner tunnel to be covered in concrete. But there's a few things we need to consider. We come up the ladder. So basically we've got our brick foundations, engineering bit, and then obviously the house with all the plaster. We've got this concrete ledge here though, which is across the house foundations. It sticks out a bit, which is what the space is on, but it needs to be flush. Now I don't want to go whacking this off, because of course there's not much dirt between the bottom of that and then the bottom of our concrete's going to be. So what I think we do is we build all the tunnel up to a certain level, concrete it up so it's got support under here, and then smash that off. Because that technically is going to weaken the house foundation, so until there's something underneath it holding it all up, I think we'll leave that in place. Oh yes. Now of course, we have dug ourselves closer to the kitchen, which means I'm closer to the tea making facilities. So we've made this. Oh yeah, awesome job. Now also, to celebrate this project, we've got new merch. We've got Furs Mining Company t-shirts, available in grey with black print, as you can see here, and also black with silver print. Very nice. Now of course, it's linked to the description where you can get them, colinfurzeshop.com, and channel members get 10% off. Now, the next video, it will be finally finished, steeled up, concreted up, all in the next house. You will not have to wait months for it this time though. It won't be next week, but the week after. I apologise for the wait, but as you can imagine, this is not a quick job and it takes a long time. So, subscribe, like, you don't want to miss that. This has been the best project I have ever worked on. So glad that you've all been along on the journey. I'll see you all in the next one.